This is what we're going to do while we wait. Nick, do you have the Hell's Kitchen sketch they did? All right, so Keegan and Jordan. Jordan couldn't make it. He's sick. Keegan-Michael Key is here of Key and Peele. This is a Hell's Kitchen parody they did that I was laughing so hard that I annoyed my wife by waking her up because she was trying to sleep on me. Joe's going to get the camera set up. Here's the Hell's Kitchen sketch from Key and Peele, which you can find Thursday nights on Comedy Central at 10:30 p.m.
Tuesday.
Drew, come forward.
Yes, chef, this is a chicken quiche with cremini mushrooms, baby spinach, and feta cheese.
You too.
4 years ago when you were on the show.
Oh, do we have another set of cans?
Unbelievable. Well, Drew, I have a huge problem with this dish. It's that you haven't made it for me sooner.
Thank you, chef.
Because if you had, Drew, then I would know how good you are at cooking food that's bad.
I'm sorry, chef.
And when I say bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad.
Thank you, chef.
You know how he looked really, really bad at the end of his life?
Chef, I'm sorry. I don't know if you like the dish or not.
You don't know if I like the dish or not? Well, let's put it this way. Pack your knives, get out, you're off the show.
Sorry, chef.
Because you should be working in the finest restaurant in the world.
Thank you, chef.
Just not any world that I live in. In conclusion,
Key and Peele, a new sketch series. Premieres Tuesday, January 31st at 10:30. Only on Comedy Central.
That guy got it right. Tuesday. I couldn't even figure out what is going on. Keegan-Michael Key, welcome back to our show, now called Huff Stapes. You can find us Wednesday night.
You can find us on Pi 3.185. That day that exists only in wormholes.
That's where all our numbers went, by the way.
Right, yeah.
They're all in the wormhole.
They're in the wormhole. They're there. Those listeners. You got virtual listeners.
That's right. Are you counting intergalactic now?
They got Nielsen boxes out there. I don't.
Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m.
Tuesdays
Key and
tonight.
Peele.
Yes. Hey, thanks so much for coming in, Keegan.
It's my pleasure, Joey Stapes.
I was so nervous to write to you, not because
why,
not for any reason that you've ever done. You are genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. However, I was like, man, they are blowing up right now. People must be coming out of the woodwork because you have a lot of friends.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
yeah.
And this is something. Let's get right into the interview now. Just people hitting you up. Because you have actor friends and lots and lots of talented people in your life, and so people just have to be like coming from all over the place. Can I get you on my podcast? Can you take a look at my sketch pack? Can you get you got a role for me?
These are all questions Joe's just going to ask you. Can you take a look at my sketch pack?
What do you say, Jose? Air quotes. Yeah, you got friends.
If someone
who are in the entertainment
If there's
industry.
bearded people who are asking you to read their sketch pack.
a former coworker of yours, perchance.
Like perchance, who's wearing a T-shirt with a picture of your face on it right now.
Which he is, by the way, for those of you not watching.
You know
live.
he changed shirts earlier when he found out Jordan wasn't coming.
That's right. I had my Killbrain the Fury shirt on.
Killbrain the. I'm sorry to blew this guy's earphones out because I'm just a loud spaz. But no, it is. That's exactly what's been happening. It's been crazy. Jordan said the other day it was everything that my partner says I'm enamored with. And Jordan said the other day he goes he's looking at his phone. He's talking about our manager. He goes, "Why don't y'all get me a job when I don't have a job?" Because now it's like we've got 7 jobs. You know, and trust me, I'm complaining about one of those 7 jobs. But no, but the other 6 are amazing. But I mean, no, we're traveling.
That's because Keegan still works at a deli every Sunday.
Exactly, every Sunday. Cantor's no less. No. Yep. And I live in Los Feliz. So I got to go all the way to Cantor's.
He commutes on Sunday. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to pick up Jordan on the way, too. Jordan doesn't drive.
Does not drive. He's never driven a day in his life. And, except for that one sketch with Bobby where they try to teach him how to drive.
Yeah.
But the Yaris, the Toyota. I just said Toyota. You know what? Toyota. So Hispanic people say Toyota. Did you know that?
Look at that.
That's not even a racist thing. It's just how they say it.
Educación.
Yeah. But anyway, no, we're going to be at the South Beach Comedy Festival in Miami this weekend, and then we have to go to Idaho State University. I don't mean we got to. I'm saying that's going to be a pleasure.
We
to go
get
to. We get to go to Idaho State University. And
Idaho State, huh?
Idaho State.
Not even Ohio State.
And Pocatello, Idaho.
Wow.
On the 15th, and then on the 31st.
Bucket list stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, no, you're right. It's been nuts. And my wife, you can see her tapping her finger sometimes. She's like, you can't like be gone all the time, and which is good because it helps you keep you grounded, and you got to say no to something.
Wait, is that how you work it out? I had a thing with my wife last week with the you can't be gone. We decided we were going to try stand up for the first time. I was gone like 5 nights out of 5 last week. Right. And the tapping of the fingers started.
Oh, yeah,
you can't just be going.
You can't just be
because
gone.
like, I'm not getting paid at all for my shit, and you're getting paid for all of your shit.
Well, that's
so you
the
have to be
thing.
like, stop tapping, because she's going to be tapping on higher and higher piles of money.
Right, exactly.
Which is planking on $1 million. She can't complain.
Yeah, we can no longer hear the tapping. You're just like diving in there like
like Scrooge McDuck.
Thank you, Scotty.
How do you deal with that, though? I mean, because you have to do it, right? I mean, how many things can you legitimately turn down when you're blowing up like this?
The thing is, the double-edged sword is you can turn down podcasts. But that's the one. But that's the. If I may sound like somebody from the 1950s, that's the wave of the future. I mean, that's the thing. People listen to podcasts. You don't want to neglect that. Now, I have said no to some podcasts. I was no way I was going to say no to this. I was never going to say no to this, Joey Stapes.
Well, I appreciate that.
How's your brother?
He's good. He asked about you. He loves the show too. We were cracking up over the phone about it. Keegan, I used to try to hook up my friends at Mad TV when they would come, and it just so happened my brother was visiting. He ended up moving here, but he was visiting.
Yeah.
And Keegan used to play Coach Hines.
Yeah.
And they needed a bunch of background extras to play basketball players.
Right.
So we got my brother on the show.
He was like the first guy signing up, your brother, to be the background basketball
Absolutely.
player. Only chance he would have him playing basketball was to be the backup basketball player in a sketch.
That's right.
And my brother only beat Johnny by like 4 scenes, because my brother was in the very first Coach Hines sketch.
Oh, really?
My brother was out here visiting LA, and I lived with my brother for 2 weeks because my brother travels all over the world for his work. So the guy's at like 3 million points, for hotel points. So we literally lived in a hotel, the two of us, on his points for 2 weeks. It was amazing.
Wow. That is amazing.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, he just gets because he's like, I'm going to be in Brisbane, Australia next week, and then I'm going to be in Wichita the week after that. It's crazy. So, but that's right. Your brother and my brother were both in Coach Hines scenes.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Good stuff.
Keegan was super cool to my brother. Keegan was so cool to everyone was the thing. Like, he's the one I'd be least uncomfortable asking to do this. Like I said, I was
Really,
like
me?
a little, yeah,
Not
absolutely.
Michael McDonald?
I think Aries would probably be most comfortable asking Aries to come on my podcast. Yeah, you and Ike were two, and Bobby were like the 3 guys I probably felt closest to. But I was like, Keegan's the one guy who probably wouldn't say no matter what. And yeah, that's
And here
it.
he is. And now we have to take a quick break because apparently we have to take breaks at 25 minutes past on our show. I won't complain. It's great. It's a classy problem to have. We got to take a break.
Classy problem.
Got to take a quick break. We'll be back with more with Keegan-Michael Key. You can find him on Comedy Central Tuesday nights at 10:30. Tune out of this show in 1 hour's time to watch Key and Peele on Comedy Central. I got it right that time. How great is that? This is the Huff Stapes radio show on the Toad Hop Network and Extreme Talk XM 165.
You're listening to the Toad Hop Network, radio worth watching.